Dear students, hope you are all well. So, today we will start with the next chapter in history, that is, the administration of the Swaraj. In this chapter, we are going to see that how Shivaji Maharaj had maintained the administrative policies for the establishment of Swaraj and how the Council of Ministers had helped in this process. Let's move forward. Now, in this part of the video, we are going to see 2 points. The first one is Ashtapradhan Mandal, that is, Council of 8 Ministers. And the next one is the policy regarding agriculture, which all policies are implemented by Shivaji Maharaj for the agricultural work and for the farmers. So let's begin. Now, in the previous chapters, we have studied that how Shivaji Maharaj took initiative for his dream of establishing Swaraj, right? How Maratha warriors had contributed and sacrificed their life as well as for the establishment of Swaraj. And ultimately, the dream came true. That is, Shivaji Maharaj founded Swaraj and he himself got crowned after the coronation ceremony. So, Shivaji Maharaj accompanied Dakshin Digvijay, that is, he had a campaign towards the south and he captured all the parts of the southern region. Then Shivaji Maharaj, what he did after that? He had expanded his powers, that is, Maratha powers, in many areas. As you can see, in many areas in Maharashtra. Now, which are those areas? They were Nasik, Pune, Satara, Sangli, Kolhapur, Sindhudurg, Ratnagiri, Raigad, and Thane districts of Maharashtra. That means he had tried to establish his powers in these regions of Maharashtra. Let us move forward. Now, even some parts of India, that is towards the south, it included parts of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu states. To ensure the smooth management of the affairs of the Swaraj and to ensure that people's welfare is going in a proper way. So, what Shivaji Maharaj did? He set up an efficient administration to look after the welfare of the people. He also used to take care of the people in these states as well as in areas of Maharashtra. So, this information about administration work, how Shivaji Maharaj had established and how people got benefits out of that, we are going to study in this chapter. Okay. So the first point is Ashtapradhan Mandal, Council of 8 Ministers. Now when Shivaji Maharaj had his coronation ceremony, you all seen that in the previous chapters, right? He was coronated. Shivaji Maharaj had appointed a council of 8 ministers. And this council of 8 ministers were looking after the administrative work of Shivaji Maharaj. So these council of 8 ministers, they were looking after the work of Shivaji Maharaj. So they were divided into 8 departments and the head was appointed to look after each department. So these 8 heads of the department constituted the Ashtapradhan Mandal. That means what? These eight ministers, as you can see in the slide, that these eight ministers used to look after different work, okay, that was allotted by Shivaji Maharaj and to provide security and safety to the people in his needs. So all these eight ministers had different work that Shivaji Maharaj had allotted, and they also used to look after the security and safety of the people. Let's move forward. Then Shivaji Maharaj alone had the power to appoint these ministers. Okay, he had the power to appoint these ministers or to remove them if they are not following their duties. So he had the right even to remove them in a proper way. So the ministers were answerable to Maharaj for the administration of their respective departments. So, whatever departments these eight council of ministers used to look, so these ministers need to go to Shivaji Maharaj for each and everything. Okay, whatever work was told to them, they had to do and they had to tell the details about that work to Shivaji Maharaj. So, Shivaji Maharaj selected the council of ministers on the basis of their merits and achievements. Okay, if they have done something, then only he used to choose them according to their merits and achievement. That means the one who was capable of handling that department, they were not allotted by the money or any other thing. Okay, they were capable of doing that work, then only they were allotted. They were not allotted by the money or any other thing. He did not give them, see, look at the next point. He did not give them jahagirs, watans, or gift or fiefs. Now, in return of their work, okay, in return of their work, they were not given or paid jagirs or land or watans or any other gifts. But in return, they would get a handsome salary, okay, so that they could look after their departments in a proper and systematic way. So he had given handsome amount of salary to each of them. Okay, let's move forward. Now, this Ashtapradhan Mandal that was appointed by Shivaji Maharaj, each was having a different department. Okay, so let us see who was the Maratha Sardars, who would look after the department, and what was their designation. Okay, so the first one is Moro Trimbak Pingle. So he was the Pradhan and he used to look after the administration work in a systematic manner. That is, running and even manage the arrangement for the conquered territories. Then the next one is Ramchandra Nilkant Muzumdar. So he was Amatya who would look after the accounts of the state. So what was his work? He used to manage the accounts of the states. Then the third is Anaji Datto. Now, he was a Sachiv. He used to look after preparing royal edicts. Now we have studied that what are edicts. Okay, we have studied in the previous chapter. Then the next one is Dattaji Trimbak Vaknis. So he was a mantri. He would look after the guidance if it is needed by anyone, and in return he would advise them. Okay. Then the next one is Hambirao Mohite. He was a Senapati. Now we know that what is the work of Senapati? To guide the military, to guide the soldiers in a proper direction to fight against the enemies. So, organization of the army and protection of the kingdoms from whom? From the attack of enemies. Then the next one is Ramchandra Trimbak Dabir. He was a Sumant. He used to look after foreign relations. Now, what are foreign relations? That is international relationship with different countries or with different kingdoms. Then the next one is Nirhaji Raoji. He was a Nyadish. He was the one who would guide in any of the injustice happening in the kingdom by providing a proper justice, that is to any of the problems. Then the last one is Moreshwar Pandit Rao. He was Pandit Rao. He used to look after the religious matters. That is, whatever religious ceremonies were being conducted, so he was the one who used to look after that. Okay, so these were the council of 8 ministers who used to look after different departments that were allotted by Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, let's move forward. Then the next is the policy regarding agriculture. Now we all are aware that our country India, its primary occupation is what? Its primary occupation is agriculture, and it was prevalent in past as well. It's not that it's from now our primary occupation is agriculture, it's from the past. So Shivaji Maharaj knew the importance of agriculture. That is why what he did, he paid attention to the welfare of the farmers. If farmers are going to be happy, then only they would provide a good yield, right? A good crop in farming, and in return we would get good amount of crops production. So it's very important to look after and take care of the farmers. So if we take care of the farmers, then only we will get good crops. So he entrusted the responsibility of organizing land revenue system to his capable and experienced officer bearer Anaji Datto. Okay, so Anaji Datto was a person who used to look after the collection of revenue as well, as he was experienced and provided proper guidance and help to the farmers whenever it was required. So this Anaji Datto, he was very experienced, and whenever the farmers needed help, he used to help them. Okay. Then he had warned his officers that they should not collect more amount of revenue from the farmers and collect the limited amount that was fixed by Shivaji Maharaj in the form of taxes. And even he had encouraged peasants to bring uncultivated land under cultivation. Now, what is uncultivated land? It means the land which was not being used for cultivation purpose. So, Shivaji Maharaj had encouraged such peasants and farmers to make cultivation, that is, to bring cultivation and grow crops on such areas or such lands. Okay, let's move forward. Now, Shivaji Maharaj had provided a support to the farmers, as we seen just now. Okay, so if sometimes because of excessive rains, that is lots of rains, or because of drought, that is floods or famine, crops get affected, right? So, or sometimes if the enemies attack on the village and destroy everything, So such time remissions were granted in land revenue and other taxes. That means they were given a kind of concession that was for their land as well as the taxes that were being collected from the farmers. So Shivaji Maharaj had instructed his officers to provide peasants with bullocks, plows and good seeds for sowing. So what he told the officers that they should get all these things, that is bullocks, plows and good quality of seeds. So it was a kind of support and help was completely given to farmers and peasants, not only by Shivaji Maharaj but also by his officers who were getting guidance from Shivaji Maharaj. So this was the help provided to farmers who were in trouble, and a support was there from Shivaji Maharaj. Let's move forward. That's your homework. The first question is Shivaji Maharaj selected the council on the basis of their dash and dash. Next one is a dash was appointed for each department. And the last one is which areas in Maharashtra did the Swaraj comprise of? That's all for now. We will complete the next part of the lesson in the next video. Thank you for listening, children. Goodbye. Take care.